Today, I'm going over 10 common things new players mistakenly do and how to fix these to become a better Rogue Company player. I post daily Rogue Company content, so if you like that kind of stuff, help a brother out by hitting that subscribe button, and hopefully I can become your Rogue tips, guide, and news channel. Now, let's begin. Coming in at the 10th spot is something called not kill trading. An example of this is when a teammate dies, but the enemy they were after is low, you've got to make that push to finish off of their kill. If not, all that's going to happen is the enemy is going to regenerate their health, and you now have one less life. Communication in these types of situations is critical, but just placing yourself in a good spot based on your character and your teammate's position is good enough. And if you do this may even prevent your teammate from getting down and dying in the first place. So just play your character, position yourself well, and this one is just going to come to you guys, I promise. Moving on to our number 9 spot is being aggressive when you get revealed. This usually happens when someone gets revealed and they just panic because they don't know what to do, so the first thing they think of doing is being aggressive, which just leads to them getting down and wasting a life. Now, while the enemy does know your exact location and has the ability to make a play on you, this doesn't mean you panic. The best thing to do is stand your ground and, in a sense, play dead. Make it seem like you're vulnerable to encourage them to play aggressive and counter them, or have you and a teammate counter them when this happens. Our number 8 spot has us talking about peeking the same angle twice or multiple times, especially when you've already gotten damage there and you know that the enemy has their sights on that spot. This is in the middle, as from time to time you will get lucky and get a shot off and the enemy will maybe down or just leave their spot, but majority of the time during that second peek you're gonna get downed or you're gonna get damaged very severely. If you're in a position to grab a different angle close by, do that. Odds are the enemy is still holding that same line of sights and isn't counting on you to switch your position. This can give you a shot on them and potentially finish them off. If this isn't possible, just leave the base and either flank or set up a different angle in a different area for you to shoot from. Moving on to number 7, this point is about forgetting to pick up weapons off the field after getting a kill. So after a kill, you can actually swap out your secondary weapon for another primary off of the person that you killed. You also want to make sure it complements your primary. An example of this is if you're running Phantom, swapping out your secondary for an SMG or shotgun off of a dead enemy or even teammate is probably a very good idea. This can help if you run out of ammo, but also say you're getting pushed, having that primary to switch to is just amazing. You need to have it. Moving on to our number 6 spot is overextending your position, and this is a big one for new players who don't understand the maps well. All this means is you put yourself into a spot or position where enemies have angles on you that you don't know about yet. Although this one is a big one that I see, it's also one of the easy ones to fix. All this one takes is time. Playing and getting an understanding of all the maps and just the game in general is all you need to get this one fixed. Number 5 is going to be crouching. Not spam crouching, but just crouching in general. This is just as important as rolling. Crouching does tighten up your aim, which means your shots are more accurate, but your hitbox also shrinks ever so slightly. Your speed is obviously downed a bit when you're crouched, but if you're in a good head glitch spot where you have your sights on an enemy but they can't really see you too well, this isn't going to impair you too much. You're going to get those kills. Moving on to number 4 is misreading sounds, and this does make sense as not everyone has an amazing headset or your background is just too noisy. This is definitely going to make Rogue Company a lot harder, as sound cues in this game are almost as important as the visual cues. If you feel this point does affect you, consider readjusting your sound setup, or but just try a different game, because Rogue Company is, you need to have your sound up You need to listen to footsteps, and if you can't do that, this game is not going to be fun for you. 3 on this list is going to be how you use your buy menu in the beginning of rounds. Many new players tend to buy and upgrade both primary weapons and just neglect perks. Spending your money wisely is really a key point if you want to perform better in game. I have guides on some rogues and I'm currently working on others, so each and every character is different and have their own playstyle and what to do, but in general, I just focus on one single weapon and perks.
What we do here is go back.
Guys, if you like this video so far, be sure to drop a like. I just want to slip this in here, guys. I love making these videos and I want to continue to make more, but obviously if they're not being well received, I'll switch to something else. So let me know that you do like them down below by the likes and comments. Moving on to our number 2 spot is going to be movement techniques. Rogue Company has an amazing movement setup, with these obviously being run, walk, crouch, roll, and jump. Pretty basic stuff, but still great if you do them effectively. Getting used to these and then maybe even moving on to things like crouch spamming or b-hopping are an amazing idea if you really want to have that competitive edge over everyone. Finally, at our number 1 spot, probably the biggest mistake, but also the one that, if improved, can make a massive difference in how you play and how you perform, is having tunnel vision. This is common throughout all games, so don't beat yourself up too much. In Rogue Company, this can look like someone being dead set on getting a kill and completely blocking out everyone else and everything else. For example, like someone flanking you. The best way to combat this is just re-examine your in-game situation and realize what's going on around you. This one isn't as easy as turning on or off a key in your settings or just binding a button to somewhere else. This is just you and your head. You have to get over this mentally if you want to get really good at the game. I hope this video helped you out in some sort of way, and if it did, show me by liking the video, and that just shows me that you want to see more content, and it shows me that you guys are liking what I'm doing. Also, let me know down in the comments, sorry, if you felt maybe I missed a point. Thank you for coming onto my video out of everyone else's, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.